When it comes to love, we often find ourselves yearning for connection, craving the feeling of being seen, understood, and loved. But here's the key: attracting love, especially a specific person, begins not with actions or circumstances, but with intention. The very first step toward manifesting that connection lies in getting crystal clear about what you truly desire. Most people, when asked what they want, will say they want love. But is that really specific enough? It's not enough to simply wish for love. The question is, who do you want to share your life with? How does that love feel? The universe doesn't respond to vague requests, it responds to the clarity and energy you emit. So how can you attract love, and more specifically, the person you're thinking about right now? At the heart of every manifestation lies intention. It's the starting point from which everything flows. But what exactly is intention? It is not just a vague desire or a wishful thought. Intention is the focused, deliberate act of setting your mind toward a specific outcome. When it comes to love, the science behind intention becomes even more powerful because love, at its core, is a deeply emotional and physical experience that involves not just the mind but the entire body. To truly attract love into your life, especially a specific person, you need to understand how intention works in your brain and how you can activate it in a way that pulls that love towards you. Imagine that your brain is like an intricate network of roads and connections, each one representing a thought, emotion, or experience. Every time you think about something or feel something, electrical signals fire across these neural pathways, lighting up various areas of your brain. These pathways represent everything you've learned, everything you've experienced. Now, when you set an intention to manifest love, your brain becomes the architect, designing a plan for how that love will appear in your life. But this process requires not just thinking, but the full involvement of your brain and body. The key player in setting intentions is the frontal lobe, which makes up about 40% of your brain's total mass. This part of the brain is often referred to as the creative center because it's responsible for higher-level functions such as decision-making, problem-solving, and creative thinking. It's also the area where your sense of future, ambition, and goals originate. When you set an intention, particularly one as profound as attracting love, you engage this part of your brain in a very specific way. For example, let's say your goal is to manifest love with a specific person. When you ask yourself, what would it feel like to be in love with this person? Your brain immediately starts to search its vast storehouse of information. It pulls up networks of neurons that are connected to everything you know about love, relationships, and the dynamics of attraction. If you've ever been in love before, the brain draws on those memories. If you've read books, watched movies, or heard stories about love, those experiences and ideas are pulled into your conscious awareness as well. This process is essential because it creates a mental image of the love you desire. The clearer the image, the more powerful the intention. This mental image of love with a specific person acts as the blueprint your brain will follow to bring this reality into existence. Essentially, you are crafting a vision in your mind, and the brain begins to map out how that vision can manifest in your life. But here's the critical aspect many people miss when it comes to intention. It's not just about thinking the right thoughts. It's about feeling the right emotions. Your mind may create a picture of love, but without emotion, that picture remains static, like a photograph without life. This is where the body comes in. Your body is an integral part of the manifestation process. Emotion is the fuel that powers your intentions. When you pair your mental image of love with the emotions that come from experiencing that love, you activate the manifestation process in an entirely new way. Here's why. Your body, as your unconscious mind, cannot differentiate between something that's happening in real life and something you vividly imagine. If you imagine feeling loved, joyful, and connected, your body will experience those emotions as if they are happening right now. Let's break this down further. Picture yourself in a loving relationship with the person you desire. How does it feel? Do you feel warmth in your chest when they look at you? Do you feel a flutter of excitement when they touch your hand? Can you sense the deep emotional connection between you? These emotions are not just fleeting feelings. They are the key to rewiring your brain and body to align with the future you're creating. By feeling these emotions in the present moment, You are sending signals to your brain and body that this future is already real. This is where the concept of emotional congruence comes into play. The more you can emotionally align yourself with the love you want to experience, the more your brain and body will begin to sync with that reality. Essentially, you are programming yourself to experience love as if it's already here. Once you've set your intention and paired it with emotion, something extraordinary happens. Your brain begins to act as though the event is already unfolding. This is where the concept of mental rehearsal becomes pivotal in manifestation. Mental rehearsal is the process of imagining your desired outcome as if it's already happening. You rehearse the feelings, the actions, and the experiences of that future moment, allowing your brain to build the neural pathways necessary to create that reality. Now, this may sound like a simple exercise, but the science behind it is profound. As you repeatedly imagine yourself living out your love story with a specific person, your brain starts to form new neural connections that align with that vision. It's no longer just a fleeting thought. It becomes a neural pathway that is being reinforced every time you visualize the experience. These pathways are the building blocks of your future. The more you practice mental rehearsal, the more your brain becomes wired to attract and experience love in the way you visualized. The beauty of this process lies in its ability to shift your brain from being a record of the past to a map of the future. Your brain no longer holds onto old patterns of thinking or experiences of love that didn't work out. Instead, it's creating new patterns, new possibilities, and new ways of thinking about love. And because your body is the unconscious mind, it begins to live in the future as well. You're no longer waiting for love to find you. You're living in that future reality now. If your personality is made up of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and your current reality is a reflection of that personality, then to manifest something new, like love with a specific person, you need to shift who you are being in the present moment. This is where many people get stuck. They try to manifest love by continuing to behave, think, and feel as they did in the past. They may still carry emotional baggage from previous relationships, such as fear, doubt, or insecurity, which ultimately prevents new experiences from entering their lives. The key to changing your reality is to change your personality. You can't expect to attract the love you desire if you're still emotionally tethered to past experiences. If you're holding on to negative emotions from old relationships, such as mistrust or resentment, you're going to carry those emotions into any new relationship you attempt to create. The energy you put out is the energy you will receive. This is why emotional awareness is essential. By becoming conscious of your thoughts and emotions, you can start to shift the energy you're radiating into the world. If you're constantly thinking about how things didn't work out before, you'll continue to create the same dynamics. Instead, focus on how the love you want feels, how it looks, how it makes you feel alive and happy. Feel the joy, the peace, and the excitement of being in the relationship of your dreams. As you do this, you are aligning yourself with the love you desire, and more importantly, you are preparing your brain and body to manifest that love. One of the most powerful things you can do to manifest love is to stay consistent in your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Your mind is highly suggestible, and it tends to return to familiar patterns unless you consciously direct it otherwise. This means that if you don't maintain a clear and consistent vision of the love you want to attract, your mind may slip back into old thought patterns and behaviors that no longer serve you. To stay in alignment with your intention, it's important to make your vision of love a constant part of your daily life. Spend time each day visualizing yourself with the person you desire. Feel the emotions of love as if they are happening right now. Imagine the details, the way their hand feels in yours, the sound of their voice, the joy of being with them. The more you make this practice a daily habit, the more your mind and body will align with that future reality. Additionally, it's important to maintain the emotional energy of love even when external circumstances may seem contrary to your desires. If you continue to focus on love, joy, and connection, even in the face of challenges or delays, you are sending the message to the universe and to your subconscious that you are worthy of love and that love is already on its way. Remember, the law of attraction doesn't work by focusing on what's missing. It works by focusing on what you already have and what you're ready to receive. Manifestation isn't a one-time event. It's a process, and like any process, it requires effort, persistence, and consistency. When you first set the intention to manifest love, especially with a specific person in mind, it's easy to be swept up in the initial excitement. The idea of creating a new, fulfilling relationship with someone you admire or love brings feelings of hope and joy. But here's the truth. While the beginning might feel thrilling, it's the journey of maintaining that intention over time that truly determines your success. At the start, it's common to feel a burst of enthusiasm. You may meditate, visualize, or repeat affirmations, and in those moments, you might feel as though love is already on its way. However, as time goes on and the external evidence of love does not immediately materialize, doubt starts creeping in. The challenge of staying consistent in your thoughts, emotions, and actions arises. So why is consistency such an essential element in manifesting love? In essence, consistency is what builds momentum. It's what solidifies your intentions and transforms them from a fleeting desire into a tangible reality. When you maintain consistency, you are doing much more than just holding on to a vision. You're energetically aligning yourself with the future you wish to create. Your mind, emotions, and even your body begin to entrain to this future, and the universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, responds by aligning opportunities, people, and experiences to your frequency. In the beginning, manifesting love might feel like pushing a boulder uphill. The momentum hasn't yet been established, and it requires a great deal of energy to keep that boulder moving. But as you continue to persist, even when things seem uncertain or stagnant, the boulder starts rolling down the hill, and suddenly, the manifestation process picks up speed. This is what consistency does. It builds that snowball effect. The more you practice emotional alignment with your intention, the more the universe responds, and the more energy you attract toward that manifestation. Emotions are the powerful drivers of manifestation. When you set your intention to manifest love, particularly with a specific person, you must embody the emotions associated with being in that loving relationship. But here's the catch. Emotions are not just fleeting sensations, they are energetic frequencies that your body sends out into the world. Every time you feel love, joy, or excitement about the possibility of being with that person, you are emitting a powerful frequency into the universe, signaling to it that this is your desired reality. However, as you work to manifest, it's easy for doubt or negative emotions to creep in. You might experience moments of insecurity, fear, or frustration when you don't see immediate results. These negative emotions can disrupt the momentum you've created, causing your energy to shift from alignment with your vision to alignment with the absence of love. This is where emotional consistency becomes crucial. When you can maintain a consistent emotional state of love, even when external circumstances don't reflect that reality, you are training your body and mind to become a vibrational match to the love you seek. You must decide to feel love, joy, and fulfillment as though it has already arrived. This might sound difficult, especially when you're facing challenges or moments of doubt, but emotional consistency is what accelerates the manifestation process. It's not enough to just set an intention and hope it works out. You need to actively live in the energy of your desire. As you stay emotionally consistent, you send out a strong signal that reinforces the manifestation of your intention. This emotional consistency creates an energetic alignment with the desired outcome, which then attracts experiences that reflect that energy. As you become a vibrational match for love, the universe can bring that love into your reality. You are no longer waiting for circumstances to change for you to feel love. You are creating that emotional state within yourself, and in doing so, you begin to draw the person or situation you desire closer to you. In addition to emotional consistency, mental consistency is also key to manifesting love. Our minds are powerful tools that shape our reality. Thoughts are the foundation of our experiences, and when you focus on something repeatedly, whether positive or negative, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with that thought. This is how we form habits, and this is also how we manifest our desires. Manifesting love requires you to constantly feed your mind with thoughts that align with your intention. You must visualize the future you want, mentally rehearse the experiences you wish to have, and maintain a mindset that believes in the possibility of that future. The more you think about love, the more you wire your brain to expect it, creating a mental environment where love is not only possible but inevitable. But here's where most people falter. They are inconsistent with their mental practices. One day they might feel hopeful and visualize the love they desire, while the next day, doubt takes over. These inconsistent mental patterns send mixed signals to the brain and to the universe. To create the momentum necessary for manifestation, it's essential to consistently focus on the desired outcome. Whether you spend 5 minutes in the morning visualizing or you repeat affirmations throughout the day, the consistency of your mental focus is what gradually shifts your reality. When you consistently engage in mental practices that align with your intention, your brain begins to form new neural pathways that reinforce the belief that love is already on its way. These new neural pathways help you reprogram your mind, making it easier for you to think, act, and feel in alignment with love. Over time, this mental consistency becomes a habit, and your manifestation begins to feel more like a certainty than a hope. One of the most common obstacles to manifestation is the desire to control how things unfold. The mind, especially when faced with uncertainty or delay, wants to micromanage every detail of the manifestation process. It might say, "I want this person to text me today," or "I need this specific sign to confirm that my manifestation is working." While it's natural to want reassurance, controlling the process can backfire. True manifestation comes when you release the need to control how your desire shows up. Many people struggle because they think they need to dictate every aspect of their manifestation. They believe they have to control the timing, the method, and the specific actions of the other person. But this is a mistake. When you hold on to rigid expectations, you're essentially limiting the universe's ability to bring you something better than what you could have imagined. Releasing control doesn't mean you stop having a clear intention. It simply means you allow the universe to bring you the manifestation in the way that serves you best. Trusting the process is a key aspect of manifestation. The universe, or whatever higher force you believe in, knows exactly how and when to deliver your desire. Your job is to focus on the feeling of love, maintain emotional consistency, and stay aligned with the energy of your intention. When you release control, you are showing trust in the flow of the universe, and this trust creates space for your manifestation to unfold naturally. The universe can then bring you experiences and people that match the frequency of your desire, often in ways that are far beyond what you could have planned. Letting go of control allows the process to work in your favor, bringing you love in unexpected and delightful ways. Now that we understand the importance of consistency and releasing control, how can we practically apply these principles to manifest love? Here are some strategies that can help you build momentum in your manifestation practice. Start your day with intention. Every morning, set a clear intention for your day. Visualize yourself already in the loving relationship you desire, feeling the joy, excitement, and connection. This will create an energetic blueprint for the day and help keep your thoughts and emotions aligned with your goal. Practice emotional alignment. Throughout the day, check in with your emotional state. If you feel doubt or fear, gently redirect your focus back to love. Use gratitude, affirmations, or meditation to bring your emotions back into alignment with the love you seek. Create daily rituals. Consistency is easier when you have structured rituals. Whether it's journaling about love, repeating affirmations, or doing visualizations, creating a daily practice will reinforce your intention and keep you focused on your manifestation. Release attachment to the outcome. While consistency is important, remember that attachment to how your manifestation will unfold can create resistance. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires to fruition, even if you don't see immediate results. Celebrate small wins. Every time you feel a shift, no matter how small, celebrate it. Did you feel a spark of love when you thought about the person you desire? Did you notice something that aligned with your intention? Acknowledge these moments and let them fuel your momentum. When you set your intention to manifest love, a fascinating phenomenon begins to unfold: synchronicities. These are signs from the universe that confirm you're aligned with your intention. You might think about someone you want to attract, and they reach out unexpectedly, or you may see symbols of love, like heart shapes or couples, appearing around you. These are not coincidences. They are powerful signals that your energy is resonating with your desire. Synchronicities occur when your inner world aligns with the outer world, creating meaningful coincidences that guide you toward your manifestation. Carl Jung described these as the meaningful connection between events that aren't causally related but are deeply connected by their meaning. As you continue to stay emotionally aligned with your intention, these signs will grow stronger, reaffirming that your manifestation is coming. To notice synchronicities, you need to shift your perception. Often, we overlook these small but significant events, dismissing them as random. But once you begin practicing manifestation, you'll see that these events are not random at all. For example, you might hear a song that reminds you of your future partner or meet someone with the same traits you're seeking. Recognizing these signs is key to staying aligned and trusting the process. The more you tune into these synchronicities, the clearer you'll see how they reflect your inner state. They are guiding you on the path to manifestation, confirming that your desires are on their way. The quantum principle suggests that the universe responds to your energy, not your circumstances. To manifest love, you must first feel the emotion of love before you see it manifest in your physical reality. This may seem counterintuitive, but by embodying the feelings of love, joy, and fulfillment, you create the energy necessary for the universe to respond and bring that reality into being. Rather than waiting for love to appear, you must emotionally align with it first. As you consistently feel the emotion of love, the universe will begin to bring you the experiences and people that match your energy. As you remain emotionally consistent with your intention, synchronicities become stronger, acting as affirmations that you're on the right track. These signs will help you feel more confident and reassured that your manifestation is unfolding. Whether it's a random encounter, a song that reminds you of your desired partner, or a meaningful number, these synchronicities act as positive feedback loops, keeping you aligned and focused on your goal. Stay open, be open to unexpected signs and events. Synchronicities come in many forms. Journal, keep track of the signs and events you notice. This will help you spot patterns and stay aligned. Express gratitude, show appreciation for the synchronicities you notice. This deepens your connection with the universe. Ask for guidance. Don't hesitate to ask the universe for a clear sign if you need guidance. Trust the process. Trust that the universe is aligning everything for you, even if you can't yet see the outcome.